Lil Durk says, I pity a fool that tries to drop on my release date. BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, Lil Durk. I got a question. So Lil Durk spells it Lil, but are we calling him Lil? Like, you know, Lil Wayne? Or are we calling him Little? Cause I always pronounce it like Little, like the whole word, like Lil Durk. Are we calling him Lil Durk? Or are we calling him Little Durk? Anyway, Lil Durk is dropping his album on March 11, 2022, and he says, not near another better drop on my date. Okay. Now, I just want to be perfectly clear about this. Hip hop, and okay, so just so we can be transparent, I saw DJ Academic's take on this. I obviously heard about this quite some time. I didn't know whether I wanted to make a video on it or not. I wake up this morning, I hear DJ Academic's take on it, and I say, as he's giving his commentary, I'm giving commentary over the top of it. So that's how I know I like the video, not for nothing. Like if I watch some other YouTube content creator and I'm sitting there the whole entire time and I'm probably getting the information and I'm quiet, I'm probably taking down the information and I'm happy that the person is doing the quality video that they're doing, because if I'm still watching it, it's worth something. But when I'm doing my own commentary over the top of it, that's when I know I'm feeling this particular topic. So I say all that to say this. Hip-hop does need beef. Just everything needs conflict. There is not a movie that does not have conflict in it. There needs to be conflict because in reality, what people like to see is conflict resolution. We just don't know that though. The thing is, the bigger the conflict is, the more satisfying the conflict resolution is. So I say all that to say this. Durk is dropping his album. As everybody knows, just recently, an album from King Von was dropped, and Da Baby and NBA Youngboy dropped the album on the same date. King Von had the album first. So just so we can be clear, I don't think Durk is saying this as just, you know, a random rapper like, nobody's already dropping on my date, don't be a BAN now. I don't think that's the case. I think the case might actually be, and for a little bit of context, I'll say this first. NBA Youngboy is supposed to be having an album that's supposed to be dropping soon. I think the case might be, just so we can be clear, that he might think that NBA Youngboy or somebody else might pull up on his date. The date being the date his album is going to drop with their own material. And I want to stop for a second. I want to remind y'all something. Just for everybody that's like, what is Red Beef thing? Nah, it's always been there. Remember, the bridge is over. The bridge is over. Remember that? Remember that? It's always been in rap. It's one of the things that fuel our culture is competition. That's one of the things that fuel our culture is competition. So I was gonna make a comment, but I'm gonna leave it out. So the one thing that fuels our culture is competition. So I am nowhere against rappers wanting to beef. The only issue is we got to figure out how to keep it in the studio. Now, with that being said, also another thing that has been going on was I'm about to mention the 50 Cent thing in 1 second. Hold on. Another thing that has been going on for everybody that don't know, NBA Youngboy and Lil Durk has been putting freaking billboards up in each other's cities. So I say all that to say this. Do you remember when 50 Cent and Kanye West had that friendly album drop thing going on, I think 50 Cent said that if Kanye outsells him, he's gonna quit rapping or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, do y'all remember that? Two of the biggest artists, basically of all time, but definitely of that time, they had a friendly beef drop the same day. Kanye won, by the way. I forgot what album that is. If anybody know what album that was, put it down in the comment section. Kanye won, by the way. But the point in which I'm trying to make is, in hip-hop, they're always trying to create some type of way so there could be some kind of conflict, so they could later be conflict resolution. In this particular situation, I don't know if conflict resolution is a possibility. Just recently, Lil Durk goes on $1 million worth of game. He's talking to Gillian Wallow, and Wallow's talking to him and explaining to him that he had to forgive the man that murdered his brother. Now, I want to say something, and I want to keep this in the appropriate perspective. We care when somebody that we love gets killed. So, I think that's one of the points that Wallow was trying. I'm not Wallow, so I'm not trying to speak for him. But I think one of the ones that I would have resonated, or at least that I paid attention to, that I don't think other people are gonna probably grasp or care about, is that we love the people that we love. They do not have to be family. People become family. I don't think blood makes you family any further. I think a mutual understanding and a mutual love that is also reciprocated amongst both parties makes you family. I just want to be clear on this, because a lot of people be like, well, we came from the same, gene pool or whatever the fuck. And you be like, yeah, but you tried to destroy my life. You tried to bang my wife. You tried to set my, yeah, but I'm still your brother. And this is really how these dudes be out here acting. So I say all that to say this. When you lose somebody that you love, it's a totally different feeling. And what Wallow was doing was Wallow was showing Durk, or explaining to Durk, that sometimes in order for us to live our best lives, we have to let that shit go that hurt us the most, so we could embrace the shit that we love the most, if that makes any sense. With that being said, I just want to know what y'all guys think about this. Is this Lil Durk, I said a whole bunch to say this, is this Lil Durk basically telling NBA Youngboy, don't play with my date? You and homeboy did that shit a minute ago. Nah, keep that shit over there. Don't play with my date. That did that to King Von, but don't try me. We got time today. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one. I'm out.